Like they
Well,
yell at them.
that's a young comic. That's a young comic that thinks that, like myself, audiences are different. I used to pre-qualify audiences. Like, look at these guys are old. They're not going to get that joke. No, all audiences are the same. You're the one that fucked up this episode. You're the one that fucked up this set. And it's like anything else. You got 10 sets. You're going to bomb all 10 of them the first couple weeks. Then after that, you pick up momentum. You do well 2 of the 10 sets, and then 3 of the 10 sets. Then you bomb for 25 sets, and then you destroy for 6 sets. The whole goal is of getting on stage so much that you flip the percentages on them. And now I'm not going on. Now I'm trying to hold my fuck. I would love to bomb before I got off comedy. Hold on. There you go. Salud, cocksucker. The colostrum is working, Jack.
Ooh, what the
So
fuck is colostrum?
it's breast milk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You drink breast milk now?
Yeah, I got a little chick in the garage. I hang her upside down. I suck her titties. Oh. I fucking got it's a powder you order. And you mix it
Okay.
in with the liquid IV.
Ooh, I'm sweating. Oh, I
You know how you
don't
do.
miss those farts.
No, it's a good one. It smells pretty healthy. It's got some K-beta-carotene, whatever the fuck. Ketabeta. I don't know. Listen, what are you bothering me for? I got 600 in me and 2 from the afternoon, 2 pieces of fucking psilocybin mushrooms,
Jesus
Monday
Christ.
night cocksuckers. We got New Orleans right now. We got they're playing, I forget who Carolina. And then at 8:15 tonight, we got ourselves a fucking old school rivalry. The Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Watson and a bunch of masseuses showing up to Pittsburgh. Up there to fucking who the fuck knows, man. I'm just happy to see you. I had a great weekend. My brother Mike came up from Delaware.
Oh, he did?
My brother Mike Runny.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we came up from Delaware. We hung out Saturday night. We went and got a great fucking steak. And then we went up to the Meadowlands, to the racetrack.
Do they have races?
No, I go up there to see a fucking play by the Liza Minnelli. Yeah, they got races, cocksucker.
I don't know. They closed a lot of those things.
I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. I didn't even know the racetrack was behind me till I was getting ready to leave. Because
what were you doing?
We went to the FanDuel Center because my friend was playing on the 3rd floor, his band, the Past Masters. Steve Avila, kid I grew up with since day one. Great band. The guy from the Good Rats was there. They did Take It to Detroit. Fucking great. It was on a rooftop. I didn't drink any alcohol. I smoked like 15 joints and I went up there. I ate a couple mushrooms and I listened to them. I saw a bunch of kids from high school, bunch of girls from high school. It was great to see them.
I'm surprised you even went down there.
What's that?
I'm surprised you even went down there.
Trust me too. But I had to get out of the house. I had to go see my man Avillo. It's been too long, and it was a perfect night. It was perfect. It's September in New York City, brother. San Gennaro feast started last Thursday, and I still haven't gone over there because I want to go in the daytime. But the nights this week are going to be so fucking beautiful. Like it rained here all day, but tonight's fucking beautiful.
Is it your favorite time in New York in the fall?
Yes, it is. Yes.
What about it? Because I love everything about New York, but why is the fall your favorite?
Because it's just something in the air. The Yankees are in the playoffs. No, not this year. Hello. That's why when 9/11 happened, it hit me so hard because I knew that's the time of the year it'll be in New York City. Now their little fucking fiesta was torn down by. So I always think of that. Like, I love this time of the year in New York City. It's fucking beautiful. It really is beautiful. It's a nice.
It's not too hot.
You know what I'm saying? When you get mugged now, you don't feel so bad. When you get hit on the street by some guy who hates Asians, you don't feel so bad. I got hit on 52nd Street. It was a beautiful day. The sun was out. I landed in a puddle full of piss instead of fucking acid. Whatever.
Oh, thank God. Have you gotten mugged in New York?
When I was a kid, they tried to mug me in the Bronx. Yeah. I got chased. I went to a fucking toy store in the Bronx. My mother's dry cleaner was around the corner, and you knew in those days you had to be careful up in the Bronx. So I had the $20 bill in my sneaker. It smelled like fucking Gorilla Glue and fucking God knows what else. And when I went to get it at the toy store, when they gave me the change, the kids saw me. And sure enough, I walk out of there and fucking I got 3 little fucking kids walking behind me. And then I just started running on Tremont Avenue.
Shit.
When I ran, I made it to the dry cleaner before they could get their filthy little hands on me. And then maybe a year later, they tried to mug me in Central Park for my lunchbox.
I
And you
remember
know
that
that
one.
ended out, yeah.
That
And
must have
then,
fucking.
but pretty much when you're walking around, like I was trained to walk up there in the 70s and 80s. It was, listen, I could tell you a bunch of lies. It was what it was. Yeah, yeah. How you present yourself on stage, how you stand up, that confidence. It's the same thing when you're walking those streets. So it's just something that you learn, you know. We were talking about last week about how I don't touch the microphone and people
Hmm.
lose their mind. You know, once I found that, but it took years for me to get there. I just didn't pop up on stage and go, I'm not going to touch the microphone. It took years of trial and error. And that trial and error, how to touch the mic, how to hold you. You ever see an open mic when he pops his elbow up and you know he's green?
On the
I,
mic stand.
I could tell what you're doing by the way you hold the mic.
And you've always told me that, and I've always followed your thing. I know you're gonna give me shit for this. Have you watched any of Mrs. Maisel on Amazon?
No.
And I'm sure you hate it. The one thing that, and because I actually like the show, the one thing that upset, she always leaves the mic stand in front of her, which is like, I don't take the mic out, but that's the one thing like everyone taught me is like, if you're gonna take the mic out, you got to move the mic stand. And she always leaves it in front of her. It bugs the shit out of me. You don't like that show?
Everybody has their own thing. And when you pull her aside and you ask her one night, like when you're having coffee, Miss Maisel, why do you leave the fucking microphone there? She'll tell you. She'll tell you something that in her mind, she thinks she's fat and she fucking wants to hide behind the mic. I mean, we all have the craziest fucking reasons, Lee. You know, everybody has a fucking different reason on why they do things. Lee, what works for me might not work for you. And what works for you might not work for me. I was talking to Lenny Clark the other day, great Boston comic.
Mm-hmm.
He was in one of Rodney's specials with Bill Hicks and Dice. Fucking, he was there. You know, he was fucking there. And we were talking about something. And I go, I don't know how you're feeling today, but I want you to know something. That for a year, I tried to be you.